Hey, it's Science11 with a bunch of updates to my Animal Crossing New Horizons island of Letheria, including a new villager, the one I've been waiting for since the game came out. So, first off, the first update you can see here is at the entrance. I've replaced the pattern with well, not completely replaced, but I've added an accompanying pattern and mostly used that. It's meant to be road corners that match with the sidewalk pattern that I was using, but I realized that I could put them together and make a diamond pattern. So I've used that in a bunch of places. And I also raised up these walls, these fences, so it looks more like it's connecting to the buildings. I have the pattern going over here to look like a walkway now, instead of just all white sidewalk. Added a couple more building facades. And I realized I could do this with them instead of having to use just terraformed parts. You could put something down on the ground like that. Next one is minor, but I've extended the wall of my castle out and put a panel there. Also, I don't think that I showed this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's a more recent update that I haven't shown yet, is I made the castle symmetrical by adding another pagoda. Also, I used that pattern, the diamond patterns, to cover up the grass at the edges, since the sidewalk pattern that I was using previously, the same one you can see here on these walkways, that's transparent, so it was leaving some grass behind on these areas up here. So by using the non-transparent one, now it's covered up and it looks more like a finished building. Then over here, I've also added that pattern once again, as well as making it more symmetrical with this light shadow pattern of fences. One of the biggest updates is that I've added another building here. I moved this bridge over by one tile so that I could fit in another building in this spot. I adjusted this building also to fit it in, as well as adding in these walkways where it was previously just wooden platform. This building is still my favorite of the ones over here, though, since there's not a lot of room that I had to work with. I couldn't really do much with this building, this new one. And because of moving the bridge, I also had to adjust this area a bit, as well as adding in this pattern once again. Added this in to quite a few places. Now for the villager, I don't know where he is. I was looking around for him before, but he's not at home, and I don't know where he is. But you can see his house. I finally have Raymond! I've been looking for him since the game came out. When I first got Animal Crossing, immediately I wanted Raymond. He was one of the things that actually convinced me to get is seeing cute cat villagers like him. So now I finally have him. It took 3 hours. Once I finally got him in the campsite, it took 3 hours to get him to finally move in, because the way campers move in is so poorly designed. But yeah, I don't know where he is right now. I was looking around for him before starting the video, but I don't know what happened to him. Let's just say hi to Felicity. I have not talked to Felicity in quite a while. And my alt has talked to her even less. I think my alt only talked to her the day I made the alt, and then I haven't spoken to her or any villagers on my alt since then, since it's basically just there for buying extra stuff and having that house. And wait, is that... No, there's no one there. I updated this area, but I replaced that crosswire fence pattern with a different, more detailed crosswire fence pattern. I even checked inside the other villager houses, but I couldn't find Raymond in any of them, so I don't know where he's hiding. I updated this farm bit, the Clume farm. So I'm not exactly sure what these things are supposed to be, but in Xenoblade 2, which I based this farm off of the Clume farm in Torgoth, Gormott, at the back end of the farm, there's this metal wall, kind of a border between the ledge and the lake below it. Of course, I don't have the lake below it. I have a lake over here, though. But so this metal border thing with plants growing inside them on these towers. So I don't know what the towers are actually supposed to be. If maybe they're just like trellises, or maybe it's just a border and then plants just start growing on them. They're not supposed to. I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to be. I'd have to spend a while analyzing it and theorizing, I guess, trying to figure out what it's supposed to be. But so I made those using blocks and humidifiers. Not exactly sure what they're supposed to be, but with these pieces, it looks pretty close to how those things are in the farm on Gormott. And then I also have the little stone steps out of the farm and down into the rest of Gormott. Of course, it doesn't really go anywhere since I have that mountain area. And instead of walking all the way around, I'll just climb up here because I've got a little update in this section too. For one thing, I cleaned out a lot of the flowers. And then I replaced the tree here with more of a fully built campsite area, whereas before it was just littered around. So Nene and Kino roasting marshmallows and Ricky watching them over here. I got this Pond Spectre outfit well, it's an outfit, but it's made to be placed around like I have Ricky and the others placed around, but I haven't found a place to put it yet. Once I do, I'll probably have Pond Spectres all over the place. And the last update, this one's just the pattern again. Place the pattern into this area, the marketplace. It covers up a bit of the grass that was peeking out over there. And it fit really well with putting the lights over it. Rosie was here before. I don't know where she went now. So that's it for this round of updates to Letheria. Not sure when I'll have more updates coming, but I'm always looking around finding things to fix up and add around my island, so there'll be more updates eventually. But next week and then the following weeks, I've got a series starting on Xenoblade 2 blades, how I would rebalance them, the ones that are not so good. So that'll be coming up soon. So see you next time.